Hello everybody, it's Riff Raff Hornhelm, and I'm back once again with another presentation for the Dwarven Vault. And today, we're doing a fail tale. This one is sent in to me, and it was kind of a tough decision whether to do this one or not, but it was sent in to me. I was asked not to identify who sent it in. I can tell you that it came from far away from where we're located, from a contributor who lives in Australia. So, and I don't know if they were drinking too much or what, but we'll tell you the story and you can go from there. So, this is how it goes. There was a group of adventurers who were hired to defend a city. It was a very small city, maybe a large town rather than a city, but it had, more than 10,000 inhabitants. So they were doing the best they could. They made sure everything was ready and did the utmost that they could, and then they saw the invaders coming. And it caused them to reassess a bit what they needed to do, because on the horizon, coming to this city, which was a coastal city, they saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ships. Now, these were raiders who came in large numbers, and they were kind of like Vikings, except my understanding is they were seagoing orcs. Doesn't that make your stomach curl? Wow. But these seagoing orcs were coming to attack the city, and they were charged with defending it. And they sat and brainstormed up something where they took one of their biggest and strongest fighters and subjected him to a series of magic spells, each of which caused him to grow larger. Now, before they made him into this gigantic behemoth, they sat down and made sure that he had lots to eat. This was part of the whole plan. Like I said, I think they were drinking too many beers or something. But in any case, when they had gotten done with having him eaten, and he ate great amounts of beans and bacon and lots of beer to go wash it down, they grew him to a great height. We're talking like Godzilla height, 300-400 feet, which is pretty amazing right there. And these ships kept coming closer, of course, and they were going to invade. It was then that the full measure of the plot was revealed, because he let loose a belch. Yeah, like that, but bigger. And that belch delivered a huge gust of wind that knocked over a number of the ships and caused them to sink, and took many of them and shoved them far, far away. And a stench that went with it that even the orcs, they couldn't handle it. Tremendous, right? How could this be a fail tale? He made all the ships go away. Well, all that magic and all that food and that big belch unfortunately cascaded into something else. Maybe cascade was kind of the wrong word to use, but what happened was he then, on a bad dice roll, vomited. Now, when you're that tall and you ate that much and you spew it all out, it's a lot. It showered over the entire city, almost all of it, and flooded the streets. I mean, you're talking about people being washed away on waves of, vomit. Needless to say, between that and the stench, it drove all of the people in the city out. And they couldn't return because it was just, no one could live there. So, two things here. One is the results of unintended consequences. Nobody saw that part coming. And the other is don't use that as a tactic. It's a really bad idea. Now, I understand that they lived through this all after this was done, they were chased away by the city people and so forth. And the guy had shrunk back to normal by then and had quite a bellyache. They were now considered outlaw within this land, and if they were ever seen again, they'd be captured or killed or whatever. And that's pretty hefty results, and that's a pretty epic fail tale, at least from my view. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, tell your friends, and come back and see us again real soon. Remember, dwarves rock!